Welcome students to my online classes, and in today's class we are going to study and read the first chapter of this book, The First Flight. These are all NCERT books, students, and all of them are available online. You can download them from the CBSE website so that it's easy and you can refer to them whenever you need so. But for today's class, I'm going to read the chapter and explain the paragraphs. The first chapter of this book is A Letter to God, which is written by G.L. Fuente. A nice story, very nice story. It's a story about a farmer, and the name of this farmer, who's a protagonist also, is Lencho, and how he has worked hard in his farm, and when the corn is ripe, when his field is ripe, he's expecting rain, and luckily God listens to his prayer and there is rainfall. But then the things changes. The same rain changes into hailstone, and the same happiness changes into sadness. So let's begin with the chapter and see what happens. The house, the only one in the entire valley, sat on the crest of a low hill. From this height one could see the river and the field of ripe corn dotted with flowers that always promised a good harvest. The only thing the earth needed was a downpour, or at least a shower. Throughout the morning, Lencho, this is the farmer, he is the protagonist of the story, who knew his fields intimately, had done nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. You can very well see how the writer beautifully has depicted the entire landscape, the entire field of corn, which were ripe with flowers, and the way Lencho is expecting the rainfall. Now, we are really going to get some water woman. The woman who was preparing supper replied. She is the wife of Lencho. Yes, God willing. The older boys were working in the field while the smaller ones were playing near the house, until the woman called to them all, "Come for dinner." It was during the meal that, just as Lencho had predicted, big drops of rain began to fall. You can very well understand, students, Lencho and his family were extremely happy. In the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. The air was fresh and sweet. The man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. It must have been the most promising and the relishing moment of his life. And when he returned, he exclaimed, definitely he was very happy. These aren't raindrops falling from sky. They are new coins. The big drops are 10 cents pieces and the little ones are 5s. You can very well see, students, the way he is comparing the raindrops to money, because he very well knew that the rainfall means good harvest and good harvest means good profit. With a satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flowers draped in the curtain of rain. Beautifully the writer has explained. But suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain, very large hailstones began to fall. This was the turning point. These truly did resemble new silver coin. Still he was happy. He is calling the hailstones as silver coins. The boys, exposing themselves to the rain, ran out to collect the frozen pearls. Now what are these frozen pearls, students? They are nothing else but the hailstones. It's really getting bad now. The same rain which Lencho was expecting, he was very happy. Slowly, steadily, we are finding that it has changed into hailstones and the things are getting bad. Exclaimed the man, "I hope it passes quickly." It did not pass quickly. For an hour, the hail rained on the house, the garden, the hillside, the cornfield, on the whole valley. The field was white as if covered with salt. So there is sadness here. Not a leaf remained on the trees. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers were gone from the plants. Lencho's soul was filled with sadness. When the storm had passed, he stood in the middle of the field and said to his sons, "A plague of locusts would have left more than this. The hail has left nothing. This year we will have no corn." That night was a sorrowful one. All our work for nothing. There is no one who can help us. We all go hungry this year. So students, you can very well see how the things have changed for Lencho and his family. He was expecting rain. He did get rain, but suddenly the rain changed into hailstones and the entire field was covered with hailstones which destroyed everything. The end of this part of the chapter, we find that he has come to realize the fact that he and his family is going to stay hungry for the whole year as he has lost all his crop. Based on the facts and the matter up till now, students, there are a few questions which you need to answer. I'll repeat the questions which are given. I'll read out the questions which are given in the book. Question number 1. What did Lencho hope for? So, Lencho hoped for rain, a good rainfall. Second question is, why did Lencho say the raindrops were like new coins? Now, Lencho said the raindrops were new coins because he thought, he expected raindrops, rainfall will lead to good harvest, and good harvest means good profit. Question number 3. How did rain change? What happened to Lencho's field? The rain changed into hailstones which continued for quite some time, which led to the destruction of the entire crops of Lencho. What were Lencho's feeling when the hail stopped? You very well know the answer. Lencho was very sad, extremely sad. His happiness changed into despair. And as we know, the last 3 lines it's already given. The night was sorrowful one. All our work was nothing. There is no one who can help us. And then he further says that they are going to go hungry for the whole year.